Hey guys, this is Matt with BleepinJeep.com. Haven't really got a chance to test drive my new Jeep yet, so this might be kind of boring, but I figured we'd take it for a test drive and see how it feels, how it runs, and discuss a couple ideas for what I should do to it in the future. First, check out my website, BleepinJeep.com. It's got all the best off-road videos on YouTube in one spot, none of the boring stuff. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel right here, Bleepin Jeep. Alright, so this Jeep, it's got 157,000 miles on it, and it looks really clean on the inside, like nobody's ever touched it. It still has the cassette tape. I didn't even know what to call it. It's got a cassette tape. Doesn't look like anybody's ever done anything to it. Almost like it's been sitting in a barn or something for the last 10 years or something. But it's got a funky smell to it, almost like chemical. I guess they had it detailed before they sold it, so it's got that detailed chemical smell. Seems to drive really well. Let's get up to speed here. I feel like I'm in my Jeep on the inside, but whenever I go to step out, I've done it a couple times, I go to step out and I almost fall down because the ground is just right there instead of 2 feet down like it is on my Jeep. Brakes work really good. They're nice and tight. It's even got a thing here that tells me what direction I'm going and what the temperature is outside on a 90. I didn't even know they had computers that could do that back in 1990. And it still works. Got little touch lamps up here. So, I haven't quite figured out what to do with it yet. I think I'd like to go somewhere between 31 and a 33 and just make a mall crawler out of it. I don't really want to trash it off-road. That's what my other Jeep is for. I almost wish that I had got something that wasn't so clean, because it's almost a shame to do any modifications at all to this, but I guess I gotta throw that out the window and just go with it. But I was thinking about a Transformers theme. I don't know if that's overdone or not, but I think I could probably do it right. It's kind of a black and silver theme to it, with some little Transformer details. Nothing corny, but I think I can make it look pretty nice at least. There's not a whole lot that needs to be done to it as far as fixing it up. It feels like, from what I can tell now, it feels like it needs some new shocks, but obviously you have to get new shocks anyway whenever you're putting a lift on it. And that's another thing I'm trying to decide, is if I want to go with a cheap lift like a Bastard Pack, with some I'd still do it right probably, but you can either do it right expensively, like a Rubicon Express long arm lift, which would be more than what I paid for the Jeep. That's kind of silly. And seeing as I'm not going to take it off-road, I don't really know that it has to perform well, as long as it rides okay and it looks alright. But I do want to do it right no matter what I do. But I think I could get away with a 4.5 3.5 inch lift or something, 3.5 inch to 4.5 inch lift with a bastard pack and some coil spacers like Arcos coil spacers. But that's what I'm trying to ponder. And what size tires. Maybe I'd like to do either BFG all-terrains or BFG mud terrains between 31 and 33 inches. I don't want to go too extreme, and I don't want to cut the body up too much. I'd like to keep the fender flares stock without having to cut on them too much. Let's give it a good stop here. I like how the brakes work. Probably do want to go with the bigger axle in the rear. It's got, I think it's got the Dana 35 under there. I'd like to go with the 44 or maybe a Ford axle. Haven't decided yet. I've even got the lights that still work inside here. Oh, they even dim. How about that? Got some kind of rattle in the back. I think that might be either shocks or maybe the door. I haven't quite figured that out yet. And something's kind of loose in the back. It feels like when I let off the gas or when I hit the gas hard, it's got almost like an axle wrap. Maybe the U-bolts are loose back there, or maybe the leafs are worn. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the shocks or something. It doesn't feel quite as solid as it could. Somebody in one of the comments mentioned I should make like an Overlander type vehicle, and that's the way I'm steering towards now. Something that I could take and get me anywhere that I needed to go, with all the supplies that I need. And I guess now you'd call that a zombie apocalypse getaway vehicle. Maybe that's what I should build. I've also had a lot of questions about different topics on all of my videos, and next week I'm going to start doing a question and answer video, and hopefully that'll be fun, like a mailbag video, and start answering your questions on video. A lot of times, most of the questions I do answer in the comments section, but not everybody reads those. So I get asked a lot of the same questions twice. So hopefully I can make a video and answer you guys' questions, on the YouTube channel. So if you've got some questions, get those in now, and we'll start answering them next week. I really like how tight the steering is. It's almost too tight though. When you get up to speed, it feels like you can go off the highway with just one little flick of the wrist. If you dropped your coffee in your lap, you might end up in the wrong side of the highway. It's a lot tighter than my Dodge or my Toyota, and especially my other Cherokee. But maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. Need some new shocks when you get on a gravel road. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my website, BleepinJeep.com, and leave your comments and questions below. Next week we're going to get started with question and answer on video, so make sure to leave those questions. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, BleepinJeep. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.